And they tell you from day one, your NICU experience is going to be bad because it's a roller coaster. One day everything is great, and the next day everything is downhill.
Life in a neonatal intensive care unit is something Sonia and Justin Massey know all too well. Last year, they spent 3 months in the NICU after delivering identical twin girls, Brooke and Bryn, 2 months early. Brooke was born with a congenital heart defect.
One of the baby had a pretty large hole within the ventricles. We did it on twins.
Dr. Samir Wagle, a neonatologist at Willow Creek Hospital, quickly consulted with cardiologists at Arkansas Children's Hospital in Little Rock. Brooke's heart condition was significant and would require open heart surgery. On August 23, 2010, she was transported to Arkansas Children's Hospital for surgery.
On August 25th, they did her surgery, and she came out of it with flying colors. That was on Wednesday. That Thursday, we had just left there and was going to go get something to eat. And in that time period, she went from doing fine to almost dying. We got a phone call from them, from the nurse, saying, "You guys need to come back up here because she's not doing well." When we walked in the room, oh my gosh, it was probably 15 or so of the surgeons and the doctors and everything, and they were working on her. I knew when I saw her, from having worked in critical care for 10 years, that it was not good. And I remember leaning over to Justin and telling him, "You need to go touch her and tell her that you love her, because I don't know if she's gonna make it."
It took 2 days to stabilize Brooke and another 4 to take her off the ventilator. A few days later, she returned to Willow Creek for follow-up care.
In a matter of 14 days, actually, we could let her go home because she started to pick up things pretty rapidly.
Just a few weeks ago, they weren't moving like this.
It was wonderful to finally have them both home at the same time.
8 months later, Brooke and Bryn are healthy, active babies.
She's a very strong baby.
Today, the Masseys are personally involved with the American Heart Association because without this organization, they say their daughter probably wouldn't be alive.
I was involved with the Heart Association in the past, but it's a different level for me at this point. Now when I do the American Heart Association events, I'm looking at my daughter. And I'm looking at how thankful I am that through all the research and all the technology that we've come to, that I have her to tuck in every night and I have her to smile at me every morning.
This is not fair.
Babies just like Brooke are being saved daily by thousands of surgeons, doctors, and researchers with the American Heart Association. To continue their life-saving work, the American Heart Association needs your help.
1 for every 100 babies are born with a congenital heart defect, and it's one of the most common birth defect, also the one that has significant mortality associated with it. And so there is a lot of emphasis is now been put on trying to prevent these defects, to understand why these defects happen. The American Heart Association is actually putting a lot of its money to fund the research in these areas. We have to support institutes like American Heart Association because that's where our future holds.